the one selling the records. They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. You rich. You're begging me not to leave you, and I refuse to let you go. Yeah.
Oh, God. Hello, y'all. Welcome. How's everybody doing? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Okay, because I don't know why, but my thing is already acting crazy before we get up in here. But we here, y'all. This is movie night with the ladies. It's time for us to get it in. It's time for us to break it on down and talk about the Temptations. Let me go ahead and bring my ladies in. What's up, Moochie?
Hey, what's up?
Child, I don't know what's going on. My thing is already having a delay. It's acting
I
up,
can see
y'all.
you if that's what you asking me. I can see and hear you.
Okay.
But then I don't know if it's here in the studio or on YouTube. The only way I could find that out is if I turn my YouTube on real fast. Some of them just
What's
up,
if
I turn the sound on.
What's up, y'all? Hey, I love
y'all. Hi, EJ.
Are we ready to talk about the Temptations?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so hyped and ready to talk about this movie. And we have another special guest in the house tonight, y'all. Okay. Oh, yes, this ladies' night. Oh, what a night.
Oh, what a night. Hi.
How's everybody doing tonight?
Hi, Moochie. Hi, EJ.
Hi, Kenzie.
How y'all feeling?
What's up, Demarcus?
Thank all of y'all for joining us. Thank y'all for being patient and waiting on us. Stream y'all don't want me to live my best life, okay? It's trying to get me to leave, but I refuse to let you go. Trying to start a mess. What's up, Samara Bonnie? Thank you for coming through. Make sure you guys have a poll. For y'all to take tonight, okay? Make sure y'all take the poll.
Was you able to get it up?
EJ?
Y'all talking to me? My bad. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Your girl fell asleep. So
I know the feeling. I know the feeling.
It happens, honey. We be working hard, okay? We be working hard. What's up, Kendall? So if anybody's watching from EJ channel, if you want to take the poll, come to either me or Moochie's channel, and then you could go back to EJ's channel. Make sure y'all hit the like. What's up, DeMarcus? We definitely appreciate it. So I know we already behind, so I'm not gonna hold it up too much longer. We gonna just go ahead and get right on into it. What's up, Pocket Full of Dinero? So y'all know, well, you know, if y'all been coming for a while, then y'all know. If you new, welcome to you. Thank you for joining us. If you watch it from Facebook or Twitter, you know we appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit the like over there too, or come over here to YouTube, join us here, whichever one. But normally when we started out, if it's any info that I find out about the movies, you know, I like to give some fun facts, okay, a little fact versus fiction when we talking about these biographies. And some things that you may or may not know. And sometimes I like to go ahead and shine a light on somebody, whatever. So I do have like a little few things, okay, that I just wanted to mention really quickly. What's up, Nita the Diva? What's going on? Thanks for coming through.
Hey, Nita.
If y'all not subscribed to Nita the Diva, make sure that y'all do. What's up, Monique 69 Ways? So some of the things that I just wanted to mention really quick was like wait, y'all, sorry. I'm all disorganized, but first of all, we know that of course this is about the Temptations, not other than the Temptations. This was the 1998 NBC miniseries, all right? And we know that the Temptations is basically considered to be, you know, the pioneers of the soul genre. They don't need no, you know, special announcements. Okay, everybody should know who the Temptations is. They have been around since the 60s, one of the longest standing groups, the ones that have, you know, basically the OGs that's showing all the youngins how to do it. They still literally have been on tour in 2023. Okay. And of course, the movie miniseries was based off of Otiswilliams' book, and Otiswilliams, of course, is the founder and the longest living, okay, legend that is still around, still a part of the group, the last original member to still be here. Okay, contrary to what's the famous line, Moochie? Oh God, that just became the well-known line that, you know, ain't nobody coming to see Otis. People still coming to see Otis. Okay, put some respect on his name. They just had a birthday, turned 82. God bless him. You know, many think it was the day before yesterday was his birthday, so shout out to him. And basically, you know, they have had like 27 musicians that have performed as the Temptations, so they done had a lot of people that done, you know, came in and out the group. But the, you know, ones that really, I think, left a big imprint and blueprint as far as they go is, of course, Otiswilliams, Melvinfranklin, Paul Williams, Eddiekindricks, Davidruffin. You know, they did what needed to be done. Okay, so they also had 14 number one singles, you know, on the R&B charts, 4 number ones on Billboard, 3 Grammys. I feel like it should be more than that. And they was abducted into the, you know, Rock Hall of Fame. So definitely shout out to them. And this was an all-star cast as usual. I think that this was, you know, very well done. Great picks for the characters and all that good stuff as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion. So we had Charles Malik playing Otis. We had DB Woodside. I love him playing Melvinfranklin. Christian Payton playing Paul Williams. Terrence Brooks playing Eddiekindricks. Leon, of course, he don't need no daggone introductions, playing Davidruffin. Jennifer Lewis, who is always somebody's mama, aunt, grandmother, something. Okay, Mama Rose. Vanessa Bell Calloway rather. We had like a little, you know, sneak peek, small part for Christopher Reeve from, you know, Kid and Play. We have Bianca Lawson playing Donna Ross. So, you know, Ricky Fontaine as Marvin Gaye, Gina Rhea as Rivera, I should say, as Josephine, and so much more, right? So definitely they was giving it to us. Now I forgot to actually put this question in, but I also was gonna ask y'all, like, what was your favorite part, if any, of the movie? Do you have a favorite Temptation? Do you have a favorite Temptation song? You know, so Moochie, you know, tell us how you felt about this, you know, first episode, and if you have any favorite parts of it, you know, any favorite song, wherever you want to go with it, girl. I think you on mute.
I'm glad we did this today because today's my mom's birthday, and this is one of my favorite groups. And she also played this in the house. So this brought back a lot of memories, especially just that it came up and we did it today. My favorite person in the group right now, I liked Melvin. I liked Melvin and Otis the most. But Davidruffin, he's a character in this. Leon played this to the T, and he's a person you could never forget in this. So that was what I most liked about it. I liked all of them actually. Paul, Eddie, all of them. So this was I can't just pick one. I liked them as a group, And you know, I love I love the cast of characters that they had.
What about you, EJ?
Girl, let me first and foremost, let's just say this, is that this is one of my all-time favorite movies ever. Like in my house, this movie played over and over and over again. So when it would end, we play it again. So my brothers and I don't know, a lot of y'all know, but I'm like the only girl in my family. But my brothers and I and my nephews, we literally perform this like all the time. Like people fighting over who about to be Davidruffin and all this type of stuff. So everybody knows all the words to it. Like at every gathering, right to this day, we always revert back to a Temptations, just something. Like somebody can say something and they'll know exactly what the next line of the movie is. So I enjoyed this. I love the Temptations themselves. My brother had their records, of course, so that's kind of what made me fall in love with them. And so I don't know, this is one of my all-time favorites, so I'm glad that we're doing it.
Okay, what about you, Miss Candy Love?
This is my all-time favorite movie as far as biopic, if you would call it that. My father spent a lot of time in Detroit, so this kind of personal to me. Anything dealing with Detroit or all the music up there is because of my father is like really personal to me. We went there back in 2018. We went to Hitsville, USA. So that was very it was very informative, and it was just like mind blowing, all the things that they had to do and they went through there to make all the music. I love Davidruffin. He's my favorite one of the Temptations. Because he's just David and he does what he does. I like Otis as well because he was the quote unquote founder of the group and he's the one that's still there. And even though it's been multiple groups they've had since they first started, he was always still there no matter what. And they still sing to this day. What the 30th or 40th group they have now, different variations of the Temptations. But David and Otis are my two faves. But all of them are, they're special in their own right because they were actual singers. But I love the whole group.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still having like a little bit of a delay. So work with me. If I get kicked out, y'all know y'all just keep, carrying it on.
All right.
But Samara says she
had to have talent
right around the corner from. Okay, so all right, you probably got
back then. You had to really be able to sing. You had to really have talent to make it. It wasn't like how the industry is now.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing I forgot, I did say I want to shine a light on somebody, so shine a light on her. Hey, shine a light on her. Miss Suzanne DePasse, like you can't talk about, I think, Motown or in a lot of the groups, a lot of the TV shows we watched without bringing her name up. She actually started out in the Cheetah nightclub in New York. But she was a creative assistant to Berry Gordy. She helped develop the Jackson 5. She helped, behind the scenes, was very critical on bringing Motown to TV with the 25-year Motown anniversary. She was the executive producer for Sister, Smart Girl Guys, so many other shows. I can't name them all. She also helped produce Showtime at the Apollo, the Essence Awards, the NAACP Awards. She helped produce this. She helped produce the Jackson 5 American Dream movie, which is on our list too. I think is next up, not too sure. And she helped produce Lady Sings the Blues, which we did a review on before. So you definitely have to shine a light on her. Forgot about that part. Okay. What's up, AKJ? So yeah, y'all. All right, let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. Let's get into this. What did y'all think about Otis when he first starting out and they come in to see this show?
Ow! I don't know.
They were so excited about this.
That's what you could tell that they loved, like that they were in love with the music and the way that he looked at him when he, hit that last note and then he go down and they make eye contact. I don't know. At that point, you just knew that Otis was destined.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. It was already like in his bones, like, oh yes, I got to get up here. And something else that got in his bones. I don't know if anybody know the answer to this, but do you remember the hairstyle that he wanted to run and get as soon as they got out of there?
The conch, right? The conch. Okay.
Is the
talking about the Curtis? He said, "Hold on."
What's it called? Oh, you know the name of that thing. See, she know. So when she said she was quoting it word for word, I know she know. I'm losing tonight.
I'm trying to think. You talking about the one that he wanted, right?
Yes.
He told him. He said, "Your head, you look
right." The shape of your head.
My brothers right now gonna be mad at me because I know it.
God,
but I
I don't know what the heck just happened.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't know what just happened.
You got it.
This thing is doing what it felt like doing, honey.
I see the delay, but
I'm just getting the spotlight right now.
I don't see the delay. We don't see it, EJ, because we in the studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes.
The Tony Curtis.
What's up in that algorithm, y'all?
Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I didn't realize we had somebody else here. I'm telling you, I can't see
back there waving her hand, girl.
I'm sorry. This thing is doing what it feels like doing. When I tell y'all, it don't want to let me be great right now. It don't want to let me be great.
Hey, y'all! I just wanted to say I miss y'all because I had been down. The girl was down for a while. I was sick, but I'm back at it now. I'm back to talk my mess.
All right.
How y'all doing?
Yeah, this thing is acting real crazy, y'all. But
I just knew it's something Curtis, but I can't think of
the Tony Curtis.
It was the Tony Curtis. He was telling him that he should get the New Yorker because of the shape of his daggone head.
Yeah, the actor, Tony Curtis.
Tony Curtis, like the actor?
Yeah.
Because he had that head.
Hey, Ben-Hur or somebody? Did he play Ben-Hur?
He said you should have get a New Yorker because of the shape of your head, and he just gave him that funky look, and he was like, "All right, whatever you want."
Tony Curtis, it is
right. And then he sat in that chair with his head burning up. That part reminded me of Malcolm X.
Beans and cornbread.
Yeah.
So.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry, y'all.
Goodness, y'all. So yeah, that's what he went with, and then he go home to see if his mama gonna like it. His daddy kind of reminded me of the movie we was reviewing recently with Richard Pryor. He was giving that same kind of vibe Richard Pryor daddy was giving.
Did he play Richard Pryor's? He played Richard Pryor's father.
I think he did.
That's the one in JoJo's Answer.
You're right. Yes, I think it was him.
So he said, "Look, I'm gonna play this."
That was the this was Otis' stepfather.
Yes. That was another thing that him and Melvin had in common because they both grew up with their grandmothers till they was 10 years old, and then they both moved to be with their mothers, who basically was remarried and with their stepdads in Detroit. So that was another connection they had. But yeah, he was not trying to hear it. He did not want to hear nothing about that singing mess.
He was like, I don't want to work in no factory.
Yeah, because back in those times, they wanted you to go, so quote unquote, get you a good job,
right?
Benefits and not going to entertainment business. That wasn't.
Yeah.
They
said the same thing to Meech and Terry. Look what happened. They wanted look. They was from Detroit.
That is true. That is definitely true. So of course, this. What did y'all think about Al? Al worked my damn nerves. He never They find out. I think that the guy had got a record deal. And he was like, how come everybody else always getting something? Because you don't want to damn work.
I mean, he didn't want to rehearse and show up for the performances on time. But he did have a job. He worked.
Yeah, I think he was working with his dad.
He was driving the milk truck.
Yeah,
the milk truck. Talk to me about work. I get up and drive a milk
right.
truck.
Yeah, that's she knows the lines.
Then every minute he wanted to freaking quit. He was getting on my damn nerves. I ain't gonna lie.
That actor get on my nerves in a lot of movies he played in too.
Yo, he got on my nerve and set it off too.
Yes.
He pissed me off and
he's
set
a
it
jerk.
off.
He's a jerk in whatever he plays.
Like a lot of things.
But he got on my nerves from this point on. In the beginning, I liked him because the excitement and the group and all that other stuff. But from this point on, I was like, Dad, why are you always throwing salt in the game?
He was just jealous. He was a hater, you know.
This part was funny to me too when Melvin thought he was after him.
Oh yeah, I would have too. You see somebody chasing you down the street, I would have too. Yeah. Now, isn't it supposed to be that Melvin and Rick James are cousins?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe Samara know.
I've read that. I think they cousins in some kind of way. You know, I forgot what second cousins or something like that. Rick James and
I know I heard about a couple of them being related, but I don't remember exact, so I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah,
if anybody know in the chat,
I gotta Google
let us know.
But I think I read that.
I'm gonna do like Maury. We gonna find out right now.
I don't know if
we gonna find out right now.
I think they related some kind of way.
Say, Rick James, you are the cousin. No.
Yeah, he
we can do a whole good
is
story of
Rick James and Melvin from the Temptations related?
Did she just Google that?
Yes, I did.
I thought
he's the nephew.
Okay.
Melvin Franklin.
Okay.
I knew it was related.
All right. So he is related to Rick James.
Yeah,
that's his nephew. So I guess him and his mother are maybe sister and brother. You know, I'm just over. You know, I'm speculating, y'all. It's not a fact right there with that.
Right.
Yeah, could have been on the father's side too.
They are uncles and nephew.
Okay.
And you know, Rick James did produce that album they had, The Temptations.
When they did that, had that comeback.
Yeah, that was the
jam. Yes, exactly. That was a good song too.
I partied hard on that song back in the day. Yeah, damn.
That's when the Freak was out.
Now I'm showing my damn age now because I was jamming on that.
So,
that's when the
of course he tells him that he got to go ask his mother for permission, and of course we know that. You know, the mother of all mothers.
Yes. Okay. Everybody mama.
Everybody mama was here, right?
Opened that door, Tamika, when she opened that door, all I could think about was Tina Turner. I said,
yes.
Yes.
But no, she was nice on this movie. Okay?
Yeah, she was. She was.
I thought I was going to hear hello, Ike.
Yeah,
and she just basically told him to make sure that he look out for him. And, you know,
and he did.
He did. He definitely did. So, child, then we get here. Okay, we over here doing our wait, did I skip, child? There might be some slides missing.
Vanessa Bell Calloway. This
is when they were serenading Josephine, and they see her. She was playing who the heck was she playing? I know it was a manager.
The shiesty, the slick man.
Yeah, Johnny May. Okay, yeah. Johnny May Matthews. She sees them.
Yeah, you didn't skip anything. This is the next scene.
Oh yeah, I just was trying to make sure. Does anybody remember the song he was singing?
Earth Angel.
Does DJ don't answer because you know all the answers.
I won't.
Yeah. I love this movie. Yeah, she right.
And he was doing
He swear he was macking.
He was going.
And listen, that's gonna be the only time
that is my song too.
That's gonna be the only time that y'all ever hear what's his name sing. He got one little part, the insignificant dude. I can't think of what his name is right now. He gonna say, "My "Hey, darling, thee," and then that's the only time after that.
They was like, killing that song though.
He was doing all of that crazy stuff.
But Otis was singing in this one. I thought it was dope. I was like, okay,
yeah. Yeah, definitely. So they went on and followed her home. Her mama had me cracking up. She was looking like, if you don't get the hell up out of here.
No, she wanted to say, if you don't
the mother wasn't having
if you don't get your fast tail away from the boys.
Yeah, say goodbye.
She would have came home pregnant. She was like, goodbye. Yeah. She was looking out for her
get your
door.
fast tail away from them boys.
Right.
That's right.
That's a fact.
Hey, Samara.
Yes, I love me some Paul and some Eddie, baby. Listen, I sure did. I sure did. Okay.
That's one of my favorites right there. Paul is one of my all-time favorites of the group. Like, I love
Paul. I love
he
Paul.
can dance.
Yeah, that's why I couldn't pick one. Especially in this.
They all brought something together to me. They were just like a perfect combination. I know we was recently kind of talking about that with New Edition. I feel like when it came to them, once they got, that right fit, it was just like a glove. It was perfect. So of course they called for them to come down to the radio station. This was funny to me with this damn milk truck. They over here.
They was all over the place back then.
Okay. I said, why is Melvin pants unbuttoned?
Girl.
Somebody was getting some touchy-feely back here.
Right. Home, so you got to get it on in the back of the milk truck.
They trying to fly too. They ain't even closed them doors or nothing. They was like, they said your name. Wait. So of course they going here not knowing nothing, and they done made this damn deal with Johnny May.
Oh yeah, she was old snake.
Anybody want to talk about when they come here to do the show?
Oh, can I first?
And who was late again?
Of course, you know it was Al.
It came with an attitude as well.
He came with an attitude, and he came drunk. And he came there drunk. And he came there drunk.
Yeah, she break it down.
He came there drunk. He came late. Didn't come to none of the practices. And then they see their competition before Al walked in, and they had so much confidence in their walk. The prom and the prom.
Yes.
And they had the beautiful girls, the promettes. They had a good strut when they walked in there, Eddie. And I forgot his name. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Eddie and Paul.
Eddie and Paul.
They had such confidence when they walked into that room that they was drawn into them, and that's what I liked about it. And then they was like, "Oh, here come Al."
Yeah. Yes. And I was being so disrespectful. It just didn't make no daggone sense.
You're a hater.
But Josephine made me crack up when Florence and them was saying hi. She was like, "I'm Joe. Okay, don't get it twisted."
I'm Joe. She had hi, Flo. I'm Joe. I'm like, girl.
Yeah. I was like, I know that's right. Okay. But it was so funny to see them together, knowing that, they end up with the Temptations, and of course that becomes, Diana Ross and the Supremes. But at this time they the prom and promette. So everybody kind of had their little clique that they was with, and they still, I think once they seen them perform, they thought they did a good job. But was it Paul that was like, yeah, but they ain't doing no damn dancing. They just standing there tapping their fingers. Like, you gotta do a little bit more than that.
Yeah. They didn't have the finesse yet. They didn't have the moves.
Right.
They didn't have all the little moves, dance moves and stuff. They had none of that.
But Paul and Eddie bought the dance move.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
They bought the dance move and that high voice that Eddiekindricks got. Yeah, he bought that to them. Because I couldn't sing that good to me.
No, I mean not.
But once he got in here,
Tamika, you got a super chat in the thing.
Renee Hicks.
Yes. I wonder why they haven't done a movie on Florence. Because she deserves.
Oh, DeMarcus Ross says, congratulations, EJ, on 6,000. Congratulations, EJ.
All
I didn't even know.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you, DeMarcus, for coming through. All right, all these super stickers, we definitely appreciate
DeMarcus
you.
be killing it with the super
Thank you, DeMarcus.
Thank you, Renee Hicks.
He's
Appreciate it. Okay, EJ.
You on your way, Tamika, to your thou wow.
Yeah, I'm getting there slowly but surely. Working on it.
You be there by the end of the month.
You like Blue and Melvin? Oh, aka Melvin, aka Blue. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
That's how I said I liked him the most because he was like the most calm.
Yeah, very calm.
The voice of reason.
They always said that he was the heart in the blue, and I could definitely see that.
Yeah, he was the voice of reason too with everything.
Yeah.
And everybody probably thought he followed behind Melvin, but he didn't. And you know, they show us later. I'm not putting my trash under the desk.
So of course they see Barry Gordy and they go running in the dad. Huh?
I know, I'm like the Nike sign.
So this was funny to me when they seen Barry Gordy and they hurry up and run to catch him in the bathroom. They wasn't trying to let him out of their sight.
They say Pecos kid.
Bang bang.
Bang bang.
Yeah. And they end up getting the card from him. I said today, I don't know if this would have went over the same way. But
no, you roll
you ain't running up on nobody.
That was kind of weird.
Right. So, anybody want to talk about child Johnny May? She was something else.
She was a hot mess.
Johnny May Matthews.
She was a snake.
Yeah, she was something else.
She was easily offended because she was wrong. Like, how you get offended when you wrong?
Because she knew she was being a slickster.
She wanted to be part of that cut so bad because she saw everything. Remember, she came there and watched them perform in the park.
Right.
So she's been watching them. So she saw this as her money train.
Absolutely, yeah. Definitely, child.
And then try to say they can't use their name and all.
Yeah, she took the name and everything, and you know she didn't write them songs by herself. She was just trifling, but of course they didn't know the business. You know, this is a story we see all the time.
How you gonna
me,
know
that was the best thing that happened.
Right.
Get rid of her now.
Yeah.
So that way she can't even latch on to them.
Yes.
That was a blessing in disguise for them.
Oh, absolutely. Exactly. Sometimes you think you losing and you really winning.
Exactly. Because not only did they lose her at that time, but they also lost some dead weight in the group that they didn't necessarily need.
Yeah, because of course Al, once again, I don't know how he lasted as long as he did, because he literally quit every week. Every time you turned around, he was quitting, and then the other ones just following behind.
Well, but the guy Richard, he ended up coming back in the group.
Yeah.
Well, Richard stayed around.
He came back later.
Yeah, he did other stuff in the group, and then he ended up performing at some point. I think.
Right.
I can't remember when, but Pee Wee, you know, Pee Wee was the one I was talking about when I was like, you only gonna hear him sing one time. You really only.
Yes.
Oh yeah, nobody care about him.
But yeah, it was the best thing that ever happened to them because it allowed they first of all, like you said, the manager, they didn't need her as a manager, but they learned a good lesson too.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, they definitely did. So, you know, this was hilarious. Melvin, like you said, he want to be the peacemaker. He also want them to have a group because now we got this opportunity to go see Barry Gordy, but we don't have no group. So he tells Otis, like, they want to join our group. And then when they get there, they like, oh, y'all want to join our group? It's like, he done told both of them something different. And then, of course, Al don't like nobody, and he come around all grumpy. He just was too miserable for me. I'm sorry. But what did y'all think about this?
He was like a Debbie Downer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just go away.
He was really a Debbie Downer. Where you like, you know what? I don't even want to talk about Al because Al gonna bring down the mood.
Right.
Because when you think about it,
a killjoy.
Yeah.
Like, just go away. This
exactly. But when you think
like
about
a fly at the cookout.
when you think about it, you had two people in the group at some point that ultimately brought some sort of strife into the group. And I'm talking about the one they got rid of Al, but
Right,
it's
right.
Davidruffin who brought some strife into it. But Al, but like honestly, I would have rather had Davidruffin than Al any day, regardless. Just because Al could never see the vision. At least David did see the vision.
Yeah.
He had another issue that, you know what I'm saying? So it was a little different, but Al just couldn't see it. Like, he wasn't meant to be a star. He wasn't meant to be like on their level. You could tell that he couldn't see it. His work ethic was a problem.
Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't say his work ethic. I feel like
he went to work every day.
He didn't believe in the dream.
Yeah, but he
like
wasn't serious about being in the group. As far as putting it in the group, it was like he was always complaining when he was there. Then he was getting a drinking problem too.
He had a drinking problem. Yeah.
Exactly. But he didn't believe in the group like they did.
Right.
No. He didn't believe in the group. He didn't take it as serious as them.
No, but he was trying to make money, and
right.
So he had to go to work. You know, he wasn't looking at it as a career. Like
when they were dancing, he didn't want to learn the dance.
Yeah, he did not want to learn those dances.
When they were in front of their boss.
What did he? What was he there for?
When they were in front of their boss,
to me, it was like you might as well just stay out the group. That's why I said he lasted a lot longer.
Forget about him. We would have spent too much time on this dude.
Yeah,
he gone.
Move on to the next thing.
So, of course, now they go here to Motown. And this is when they first see Jimmy and David, okay, which was brothers that was performing together. So at this time, they ain't even thinking about him yet. And
Jimmy
they come in here. It was okay. This was the other question. Matter of fact, EJ, don't answer. Let me see if anybody in the chat knows. What was the name of the group right before they was going to become the Temptations? Because they done had a couple of names, but they was making fun of that name.
The Watch. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, I know it already, too.
Yeah, they had all kind of names. You know, I think one of them they called it something testicles. They called
that was hilarious when they was.
That's when they was thinking of names when they was tossing around.
It was like the corpse, the testicles, the tips.
Renee got it.
Yeah, Renee got it. The Elvis. They was like that. What?
He said like the wristwatch.
She was Jimmy Martha had a lot of hit songs back in the day too.
That was Martha Wells. That was like the Watch.
Yes. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
So sorry, y'all. It's just like such a delay. Y'all gotta bear with me.
So bad, but quiet as cat, Motown scammed a whole lot of people too. It's a whole.
They all did, child.
That's a whole other day.
They all did.
A lot of people dirty too, but
Barry Gordy was a dirty.
So of course they went and had to come up with the name. Finally, we go in there like the Temptations. Okay. I was like, all right now. Yeah. I definitely do.
It was in like again, Paul named the group. He was the intricate part of this group.
Yeah, he definitely was.
Because they didn't have moves like that. They had moves. They came to by the time they came to Barry Gordy, they were seasoned.
Right.
And that was because everybody brought something to the group.
Yeah. Definitely.
Everybody. It wasn't just one person. Everybody brought something to that group.
Exactly. Think about that part when Otis tells him and I think it's part 2 sometime. On and off part 1s and part 2s, but think about that part when he tells him like, Otis, you always gonna be not Otis, Paul always gonna be a temptation regardless. Like he brought a lot to that group, and I don't think they get the Motown contract without him. I honestly don't think they get it without Paul.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh no, I agree with that.
You on that.
I agree with that.
That would have been a good poll question for tonight too.
Yeah.
You know, I know Otis got on my nerves a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So, child, what you think about when he came running home? Josephine, she's sitting on that couch. She talking about, I got it.
And she got it too.
I got something too.
Yeah, I got a surprise too. Surprise! I got a surprise too.
Oh God. Child. I mean, I guess I can't say that because I was about to say it's funny to me how they used to be so shocked when they like, I'm pregnant. It's like, you know, you've been doing the do. Okay.
Yeah, but you know, you know how that was. You know.
That's where everybody thought the pull-out method was a real plan. Birth control.
So of course he gets married and becomes a daddy. Okay. But things are still going slow. Even though we got this deal, we still not really finding, you know, a hit record. So Moochie, talk about it. What was, you know, the trials and tribulations that they was going through? Because first I think Barry was trying to write the songs first, right?
Yeah, before he pulled Smokey.
Yeah.
And he brought Smokey in.
Right. And Smokey usually was getting hit.
The songs was good though to me.
Yeah.
What did y'all think about them?
They were good because remember they was having them do the vote where it was like, would you rather buy a sandwich or this album? That was funny too. And they would raise their hand if they thought it was
that's
gonna be a
the
hit.
smart thing because you be thinking about stuff like that. Because I remember back in the day, I'd be like, yo, this is when you used to. This is before everything was so simple back then. Do you remember when they was like, I couldn't even buy CDs at one time, even when only till that whole, what's the thing? The Clubhouse thing where you used to send that thing out and get all your CDs. But then when you had to start paying for
CDs in here that came from, I still got CDs that came from Columbia House. Shout out to Columbia House.
Yeah, that's what so you remember it.
CDs from them.
Y'all, the first group you get like 12 for a penny.
Yes.
Y'all, and you order all your little, and then once the price started, even you gotta be like, nah, let's order them.
I was buying albums before they were CDs.
Yeah, my mother used to have so much albums.
I had
cassettes too. I had cassettes too.
Yeah, so you definitely want to know, like, is people gonna be willing to spend their money on this? But even though they were saying it was hits and it sound good, they still, you know, was not even reaching that top 100 spot. So it would be like, yeah, we getting records played now and we in the studio, but just still wasn't getting to that point, unfortunately. And again, Al is the one that freaking catches the freaking attitude again. So grabs his jacket to leave. This is Christmas time. He upset again. Oh, child, I was so sick of him. I would have been through our ass.
They was tired of him. They was tired of him. And then that's why they finally said, look, we're taking a vote. We kick him out the group. And nobody is bigger than the group, you know?
Exactly. And then he looked
that was a good rule for them to have. He's sitting
at the bar looking
absolutely
while they on TV. Yeah, you know.
That was a good
I remember these. I remember my dad playing these for real. Them 8-tracks. I remember.
Yeah. Oh, 8-track. they had the 8-track player in the car.
He had that in the car for real. Now this is one of my favorite parts. When you say a favorite part in the movie or a favorite song, because my favorite song is in part 2. It's not in this part. So if I had to choose something from this is my joint right here. Okay, they partying, we celebrating New Year's, we having a good time, and once again, Al. That's funny. That's my father's name too, Al.
Go home, Al.
Yeah, we're done with Al. We are done with Al. Okay.
That's
horrible.
That's so crazy.
He was so disruptive.
He was.
He always disturbed the peace. He was always.
He ain't going back out there.
Hopefully he did well with his life, right? But we moved on.
Killjoy.
That's exactly what that Joker is.
You ain't just gonna find his 50 cent. You ain't just gonna find the 50 cent. I was like, nah, bro, you gone.
Nah, keep it 50 cent and just get out.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree, but I think it hurt him even more because one, he just was feeling like I'm always going to get away with it. Y'all been letting me get away with it, so he wasn't going to stop. And two, he already had issues with, Eddie and Paul prior. So for Eddie to be the one to be like, you out of here, I think you going from the, the group. I think that hit different for him, with that. But
that was probably like the worst thing.
It was like, why you don't want to go back out to perform? Y'all don't usually get an encore. You got your boss there, you got everybody there. They calling y'all to come back. Like, what is your problem?
He just was an a-hole.
And then he gonna hit him in the head with a bottle. I was like, come on now.
Yeah, no, that's why he's sitting home watching them on TV while he's sitting at the bar. You know what I'm saying? So
that's where he wanted to go. Now he wanted to drink.
He's not important.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's where he wanted to go. He wanted to drink.
Definitely.
And the crazy part about it is that
thank you, Savannah.
Had an opportunity to be a part of the group. Like he was a part of the group when they got signed on to Motown.
Yeah.
But you wanted that opportunity. It's not like Pee Wee and Richard who left the group before they got they
exactly
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you missed
exactly. Yeah, that was just so stupid, but he caused that on himself.
Well, hopefully we done with him. So
yes. You guys, I have a poll up on my page. I think Moochie has one on hers. If you want on any of the channels, please take the poll. Let us know what you think about this one. Were they wrong for letting David go from the group? Okay, let us know. And Moochie, what they need to do, girl?
Subscribe, hit the like, hit the share. Put us up in that algorithm, y'all.
Put us up in the algorithm.
Yes. So
I love it.
Yeah, so this is when they call Jimmy and David up. Okay, we doing shout. When I tell you that the Temptations, honey, a lot of people have done shout. But when they did it, okay, they was not playing. Like it just flowed so good. Like it was just so perfect, and it's just dumb partying and having a good time.
They needed David.
Yeah, it was just David, like that.
They didn't have a powerhouse voice until David came into the group.
No, I know. I feel like Paul was though, but I feel like
Paul,
David came,
just took it to another level. He really did.
He was a cherry on top.
Yes,
the showmanship of it.
Yes,
like, you need to entertain as well. And although they had the voices, something about Davidruffin and the way that he entertained and
he was like, charismatic.
Absolutely. Definitely. That was my part, y'all. He'd be like a little bit something now, a little bit something now. I'll be in here like a little bit higher now, a little bit. They was rocking that. I was like, what? Show these youngest how it's done, okay?
Yeah. Y'all ever seen the interview with all of them in the interview? It's like an old documentary. When I was obsessed with this movie, I had to go find the, you gotta go find the documentaries and hear out that. Have y'all ever seen any of them?
Yeah.
I think it's on Tubi because it was when I pulled, searched it. That's what came up, EJ.
Yeah, once I watched it, so much stuff came up.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, I read a couple of their books.
You gotta check it out. It's they are really good seeing the real people. Because when you look at this movie, especially like for me, I haven't looked at it so much. You start to think that the people in the movie are the people.
Right.
Look at the documentaries and stuff. You'll see that they did such a great job casting.
Oh, they did.
For this,
they
character.
did.
They really did.
When we did the little montage, you could see it was like perfect on point.
Yeah,
I feel like
the
they
mannerisms and all of that.
Too.
Like New Edition.
But Otis really got on my nerves though as time went on, and I wasn't feeling Otis as time went on.
I feel like Otis had to do a lot of things that
he didn't want to.
That he didn't want to do, but he didn't have a choice but to do in order for the group to have longevity. And I just feel like he is the one who's always going to get the grunt of it because he's the one who had to make some really hard, difficult decisions when it came down to a lot of things.
But David was right. Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. Nobody cares about Otis.
But without
when you
Otis,
watch the Temptations now, you ain't thinking about Otis. You looking at the lead people up in the front. You ain't Otis is like somebody in the back. You know, you ain't thinking about him.
Like, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
But you know what's funny about the Temptations?
There's no Temptations though.
Yeah. Like for me, with the Temptations, I never really looked at it like a lead. I know they all took their turns having different leads, and there was a lot of songs that he sung the lead on. But because
Otis didn't do any leads, everybody
I know
else
Otis didn't, but I'm saying like just in general, when I was just growing up, for me listening to the Temptations, I always felt like I could just hear different harmonies coming from different places, and I like the different things that each one could bring. And it wasn't a lot of groups that had that. When I listened to a lot of other groups, I felt like it would be that one that's in the front that you know is the lead singer, and then you would just have everybody sing one type of background to it. So that to me made them unique and made them stick out. So I never really I think
at it as a
right
person. And I understand that completely, because when you think about it, at the end of the day, without Otis, there is no Temptations, and I think they proved it. That even when you try to break the Temptations off, what happened? The only ones that ever had longevity was the one that Otis was a part of, not the Temptations.
Not those other branches.
That is true. That is true, man. This food they had here at this damn dinner was looking good.
It sure was.
That food looked real good.
Oh God!
Ain't nothing like
know what
you
funny?
food
You know you could tell that when I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you could tell that Davidruffin ain't had a good meal in a long time.
Yes. She said that he was on his third plate, and they thought he was making jokes, but I felt like he was being serious. And what I was about to say is, Paul brung up the red clay, and then I think David said, "Oh yeah, they used to be real good with hot sauce," and they looked at him, and then he played it off like he was joking. I really don't think he was joking,
no,
but
that's a real thing. People,
I know the red clay is real because I was about to say when my sister was pregnant with, when my mother was pregnant with my sister, she used to crave red clay dirt, and then my sister when she was little, I don't know if she's still in the chat, she used to eat dirt. I don't know if it was that. My mother used to eat that during her pregnancy. So when he said that made me laugh. I always would think about her. But people really did used to eat that. So they over here thinking he joking, but I was like, nah, he's serious about that.
No, that's why now that explains why he was eating the way he was eating.
Yes, he was tearing that food down.
It's nothing like some good soul food if it's cooked right.
That food was busted.
And those are the people that used to start cooking when the food was ready by 4 and 5 p.m.
Exactly.
Dinner time.
But of course, they say that he gonna be a part of the group now. It's official, okay? Temptations. Whatever. Smokey said he has some new music for them, and what we about to do, Smokey, okay?
And Smokey was the man. He got that pen, he got that ear.
Yes, baby. Put some respect on his name. I wouldn't mind seeing a movie about him either. There's a couple people I wouldn't mind them doing a movie on instead of always doing the same one over and over. Yeah, so this is the last question, y'all. Does anybody know? Not EJ. What was the first song that Davidruffin joined them in the studio for?
Let me put it in the chat.
I didn't rewatch it.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
Well, there was other people who wrote for them too, not just Smokey, but Smokey started off writing for them.
Lady Ryder got it. I think that's what it is, Lady Ryder.
Do I got it, EJ?
Hold on, let me look.
Let me see. What's up, Torian?
Hi, Torian.
Yep, you got it.
Ew.
I got so much money. My aunt and uncle, they like to dance. They like the dances of the family, and that's their song, My Girl. And they dance. They don't care what they dance off of, but My Girl is their song. Like they love My Girl.
It's a timeless song to this day. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Little kids know that song. You know, they hear it and learn it from their older people in the family. So yeah, it's a timeless song and it's never gonna die.
I be doing the whole choreography throughout the house. I love it. I love the
So this is when the problems really start. Okay. Candy Love, you want to talk about it? Yeah, because I mean they thought they was having problems when they didn't have no money.
Soon as you get the money,
I still gotta watch. I ain't watched yet, but I got a couple things I gotta catch up on. I've been too busy, Lord.
I watched it, Torian. It was good.
To my Gen
As soon as you get the money, you start getting the problem.
Oh no, it come out today. That's my bad.
They had many problems as soon as they started making little
Yeah. Yeah, we hear you.
Not no more. I don't hear you.
Oh, now I can't hear you.
Yeah.
But I see your lips moving.
Yeah. Oh, God.
You still on mute.
Who's on mute?
Candy.
Not now. Try talking now, Candy.
Yeah, this tour bus was a hot mess.
Girl, I said
everybody sleep with everybody.
This was a hot mess.
It was just like it changed a lot of them.
It changed them, yeah.
Some for good, some for worse.
Yeah, I hated the tour bus just because this was, when we saw Paul, like he just wanted to. Some people know what they shouldn't do, and that was a vice that he didn't need. Like we didn't need to put that in his face and dangle that oh, that was so hurtful.
Yeah, because when he first got up there, he was like, nah, I'm good, and drinking on his little cooler he had, and you had one set gambling, the other set, doing their little sneaking around, even though they was trying to have them have sharp chaperones and say no fraternizing, but they wasn't gonna be able to watch them every damn minute. We grown, we gonna do when we want to do it.
Look, you know what? Come to my room after she go to sleep.
Exactly.
And he gonna go to your room when y'all go to sleep.
Look, the Supremes were sleeping with the Temptations. They were sleeping with the Four Tops. Everybody sleeping with everybody.
Everybody was sleeping with everybody.
Yeah. But if you on
now they actually starting to move up on that chart.
If you on that tour bus months at a time, we might have been with the Temptations some other too. So I mean,
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, it's my Bluetooth.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so of course, we gonna get that part of them being out on the road and seeing that, we ain't been to the South in a minute, and of course we seeing that it's still basically where it's segregated. We got the blacks on one side, the whites on another side, and then we get this with them changing the damn bus sign. That's when I really knew David was crazy. That was the first sign. Because why was he running after this truck when he got a damn
he got the jet.
I mean, listen, he said, I'm not taking it from these white honkies no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking it, he just said, I ain't playing this, you know what I'm saying? That's why he chased him down. He didn't care if they had a gun,
He sure did, and they was like,
like what he was gonna do?
I didn't think about George Jefferson.
He was gonna fight
the honky thing. I'm sorry, y'all.
For real.
Shotgun.
Oh God, Lord have mercy.
David wanted to upside down.
Yeah, David fool for sure.
For real. So
he wanted to go upside down.
Child. Baby, the way she knew immediately, because when he came, now this really killed me. I said, Otis, you got the audacity. See, Otis, I just was
look, a woman knows, okay?
Like 10 minutes ago, but
Yeah.
Everybody else is getting off the bus and going right to their mates, hugging them, picking them up in the
I
air.
know he want to be like, have a last goodbye.
She's
A
smiling.
woman,
Y'all could have
no.
said goodbye on the damn bus, okay? Why would you come off holding her hand all up in her face? The way her smile went to the front, I felt that. Like, I know her thing just dropped in her stomach. She knew immediately.
Yes.
A
That
woman
was so
knows.
sad.
A woman can sniff it out, okay?
And ain't that the same one that was all up in his
Exactly.
face?
Hi.
Yes, that was Flo. That was old Florence Ballard.
That's my girl Flo.
I was like, wow. And then he tried to bring in old raggedy gifts.
I know he coming with these funky flowers and stuff.
That's how they all do.
They
bring in some flowers.
You ain't lying.
Trying to get you doing something, you know, and they be good for a few minutes, you know.
Right.
Sour flowers. Oh, sour stinking flowers.
Remember, Ike Turner did that to Tina. He beat her ass and then he go.
I mean, that's the reality that
and
they
then,
used
then
to.
he bring out a fur coat or a pocketbook or some more stuff like that. I'm like,
Oh,
but my eyeball hanging on my face, you know.
That was definitely a part of the reality, just thinking that I could bring you a gift and that's gonna make it go all the way. But and then what really killed me is this was summer of 1964. They went right back out on the road, and one of the first things we hear him saying, narrating, is that his marriage was on the rocks and it was getting worse. But yet we see him taking a sip out of her damn cup. And then we see him Paul just to drink, and he had the nerve to be like, "But Paul is the worst." I said, "Not you judging, okay?
Right.
Yours is the worst for you." What the hell?
Okay.
Right. We're about house.
He didn't even talk about him cheating. You see how he glossed over it? He was just like, you know, some did this and some did that. He never acknowledged his cheating.
I think we saw it. I don't even think you needed to acknowledge. I think we saw it. We saw him drink out of the cup. We saw him hold her hand. We saw everything. Like, need a deep dive.
He should have acknowledged.
But the thing about it is, like I was mentioning to y'all earlier, of course they changed some of the things, you know, for the daggone movie. So in the book, he did go into a little bit more details, and he does admit, you know, that he was just basically trash. And honestly, for the movie, they changed it. I think by this point, it wasn't even know him still coming back home to her. He actually had a relationship with her, or was married to her from 1961 to 1964. But then, get this one, from 1963 to 1965, we with Patti LaBelle and we with Florence Ballard, Uncle Ballard. And then Patti LaBelle got the engagement ring, but he was trying to tell Patti she couldn't sing no more. She was like, "Oh no, sir, you got me messed the hell up."
Yeah, he didn't want her not. Yeah, I do remember that.
I don't give a damn if I'm
He didn't want her to get
married.
higher than him.
Yeah,
both
she
of
was
them-
like,
yeah, he didn't
"There's
want
no
both of them on the
way
same
that I'm
page."
giving up singing." She said,
Yeah.
"Even if I wasn't getting paid, I would be singing." So that was not gonna happen.
Yeah,
Okay?
it was gonna be
So
one.
Otis, you was trash with that.
So he was like, and that means when she came out, she was with Patti LaBelle's and the LaBelles then.
Yeah.
That was when she did
The Bluebells.
Yeah.
The Bluebells, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they was called the LaBelles though.
Well, I think they changed their name a couple of times.
They changed. I know it. I just remember them from the 70s.
The LaBelle was in the 70s, but in the 60s it was the the Bluebells, right? I think the original.
Yeah, the Bluebells.
And then it changed to LaBelle.
Right.
In by the 70s, I think. Yeah. You know, Otis. I mean.
Yeah. So he was a mess, but nonetheless, when they get back down here, they see that everybody's, you know, dancing together. They're not all separated like how they was before. And now we come back and we have this moment where, you know, David is saying, "My life has never been so great." Okay. And now we getting on TV.
Sing it, EJ.
Yeah, because we can't play the music. Y'all go ahead and sing.
Yeah, I wish I could, because they was killing it. Okay, they was killing it. And the family all together, they all, you know, happy and excited to see this.
And Al sitting at the bar.
Yes, he said at the bar.
Look at TV. Al's dumb ass. Okay, Al still sitting at the bar.
And Josephine.
I
I mean, what was her name? What was her name? I keep forgetting her name.
Johnny May.
Johnny May. She
And
was
Johnny
like, ooh,
May.
ooh, ooh.
Yes. She said,
Look, she's sitting at home in her
Look at
little
her.
moo
Sitting there.
in her moo all mad, smoking her cigarette.
Yes. Yep, feeling real
Smoking a
stupid.
cigarette. And hey,
Don't be mad now.
for being greedy.
No, my dad had that car, but in green.
It was her fault for being greedy. Okay, so
yeah, it definitely was her fault. Yeah, this is when we start seeing them checks paying off, baby. We finally raking in the dough.
Got that
and we buying cars, honey. We getting them checks. We got mama in the fur. I ain't mad at it. Okay, mama definitely deserve it. And now daddy just cheesing from ear to ear. He ain't complaining no more.
He ain't complaining about him not working at that factory.
Oh,
then
no,
we
no,
all,
no. Yeah, he love it now. Now he
yes, he loved it now.
But see, that's the thing with parents. You have to show them results.
Yeah.
And then they get on board. They're not necessarily on board. If you say, I'm going to be a stand-up comic, they be like, you better go on to school or go on to job. But if you start making that money, I love it now, you know. So that's how it is, you know.
Look at that bread.
Yes. Baby, they was stunting. I said, not the outfits matching the cars.
Baby,
that's
listen.
right. I know that's
and
right.
then look at David. You know,
yes,
is that a Rolls Royce?
He had to come up even bigger.
Is that a Rolls?
He had a Rolls Royce, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got the most expensive car.
Yes. Tori and Rain said, I got sunshine on a cloudy day. I got them under me. I guess you say.
Well, if they was making a few dollars to buy nice cars, imagine what Barry Gordy was making. He was probably making more because you know the rest of make more than the artist.
Yes.
Oh
yeah. Definitely. You know they get the big bucks.
Okay, especially at that time when all the record deals was trash, you know.
Right.
No, he definitely.
But they had to have a pretty good one because I think them checks said 120,000. Shoot. Yeah. Compared to, you know, what a lot of other people was getting, but still definitely was a lot of you know, things said where they was concerned. So we ain't shocked by that because we done seen it time and time again throughout history.
Yeah, well, they did screw over.
Now, of course, we get to David coming with his chauffeur.
Oh, that dude! No,
he made me sick.
Yes, he did. He made me sick too. He was a hangers on, as they say. Just, you know.
Yup.
He was his pusher too, right?
Yeah, that's why they was like, well, what is he? A driver, a valet? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was this pusher man. That's exactly what he was.
Yeah.
And he also had Tammy Terrell with him, and then he wanted to try to show his behind with her.
Oh.
He was jealous.
I don't mean to sidetrack, but I know all y'all have seen Unsung on her story, right?
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
I was just about to say her story is so sad. Sometimes I wish that they would have done a movie about her too. She died so young.
It's not too late.
It's not too late. You know, we might have to break down some of them Unsung. Her story.
I want to do that.
The thing about her is that
Balance story too.
Yeah. The thing with her is that she actually I remember I wrote it down on one of these papers. Y'all give me a minute because I didn't want to forget. I want to be able to say the right date.
James Brown kicked her tail too.
That's what I was about to say. She started out with the James Brown review, right? And then she got signed to Motown in 1965, right? And she had like 7 top 4 songs, whatever, singles rather, with Marvin Gaye. Of course, they did some of the best collaborations.
Classics.
Yes.
Songs.
And when she was 17, she basically had got with James Brown, who was 12 years older than her, and he was known to be beating the mess out of her all around, have her bloody and all of that. And then when she got with Davidruffin, She over here accepting a proposal for him, getting on stage, making an announcement, not knowing that he's already married and got 3 kids. Exactly. And he was beating the mess out of her. He is allegedly.
They said he hit her with a motorcycle helmet.
Yes, that's what I was about to say. He hit her in the
his
head
motorcycle helmet
with a motorcycle helmet. Yeah, and he also has been accused, even though they say this part is not true. So I'm supposed to say allegedly and rumored to have hit her with a hammer and a machete before as well.
He threw her down a flight of steps. Yeah. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and a lot of people were saying that contributed to her condition, because sometimes they would say it was an unknown condition, and sometimes they would say it was a brain tumor.
Like where the brain tumor come from.
Right. But they did say she used to get migraines since she was like a teenager or whatever. And then it just was getting worse and worse and worse. And she collapsed one day while she was on stage with Marvin Gaye.
And the only one who didn't beat on it was Marvin Gaye. He didn't. He cared about her.
They were very close. He was the only one that her mother allowed to come to the funeral. She didn't want nothing to do with Berry Gordy or none of the rest of Motown.
Exactly. Yeah,
she actually blamed them and felt like they was a big part of like not sticking up for the things that she went through with Davidruffin. So I thought that was really interesting. Another interesting thing is that Eddiekindricks dated her. Now this is funny because when you look it up, they don't say he dated. They say Eddiekindricks had encounters with Tammy Terrell and Mary Wilson. I said, well, what the hell is encounters? Okay.
So that means they messed around.
Exactly.
What they call it now, they messed around.
Yeah.
Eddiekindricks was also with Diana Ross in 1977.
Everybody was with everybody.
Yeah, everybody was with everybody, and
everybody was screwing everybody.
I was just gonna say, keep in mind this is the free love era.
Exactly.
They doing free love now too, though. But it's just more, social media is involved.
Right. Yeah. So that's really crazy. But yeah, she had it damn rough. I said, not them saying encounters. Yeah, I agree. Encounters is the old word for entanglement.
Yeah. Yes, right. Yeah. No,
that's a good one.
But them men was handsy back then. They had a problem with smack you in the mouth.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was okay. They didn't, it wasn't against the law. Nobody wasn't going to really be taking the woman's side about it either. So.
They'd be like, you should have kept your mouth closed.
Right.
And a woman ain't supposed to accuse her husband of nothing either. They're going to believe the man.
Oh, heck no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, heck no.
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, I definitely thought that was interesting. So
we
of course,
talk about some of the Motown stars doing because they got some scandal now.
Of course, we get to the iconic scene where they come on over to talk to David. Moochie, you want to break this down?
Yo, he hasn't been to practice. Let's start with that. He's not coming to practice. He's not coming to the meetings. But he's singing at home. But it's like, how can I say, he's like really like feeling himself. And then he got his whole little cheering section with this dude. And when they come there, they really trying to be serious. And he's really playing games with them. But this scene is the most unforgettable scene ever.
Classic.
A classic scene. And whenever I think about this movie, I think about it. Because when he do that,
Leon should have got an Oscar
coming to see you,
thing,
Otis.
Anybody come see you,
Emmy or something. He should have got an Emmy, Oscar, whatever it is. A damn
he
Soul
deserves
Train award. I
something
mean,
for it.
Leon played it.
Yes, they did, but to me, they should have got a Golden Globe or something for this.
Yeah, Emmy, Gold Globe. I don't care about NAACP something.
Recognition.
They really wasn't acknowledged like how they should have been for this movie.
Exactly, I agree.
Anybody come to see you, Otis?
I will tell y'all.
Can you tell the story about the whole other things, though? I know you got an FYI for this one.
Yeah, the FYI. Okay, a little secret. 2 things that they did change from the book that I'm not mad that they changed, because sometimes I get annoyed when they change certain things and I'll be like, y'all could have left it the way it was. The story was good, but we got to change it for drama purposes. So I forgot to mention the fight with Al where he gets fired. That didn't happen that way. He actually got fired 2 months later for having an uncooperative attitude, but his behind Ben needed to go. And then when it comes to this part, Davidruffin ain't never say the part of, ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. This was just something that Leon freestyle did an ad lib on, and then he said the producer pulled him to the side and was like, he getting mad when you say that. He like, well, he's supposed to get mad. That's the point. And they just kept it in. But he did say, Davidruffin in real life did say that he wanted the group, to be Davidruffin and the Temptations, but that happened like a more than a year later, right? So that part of it was true. But the way he got up and said that was just Leon off the rip, and it just stuck, and that's become one of the most iconic lines. And I'm like,
and thank goodness they kept it in the movie. Thank
yeah.
Yeah.
What about the other part? They y'all begging me to leave, and
now, he added that in too. Yes,
was that an ad lib too?
Yeah, he ad libbed.
Okay, Leon did his thing.
I don't know how much more to say. Yeah, Leon did his thing. He did.
Yes, he definitely did. He definitely should have won some damn awards for that. Yes, definitely a classic line. Yeah, DeMarcus, I talked about that. I had did like an icon thing on him last February for Black History Month. I talked about him, Angela Bassett. I think it was Denzel and Cicely Tyson and Chadwick Boseman. And I was saying how he even played Little Richard too. Like he was that go-to.
Oh yes.
Well, you wanted to,
I did rewatch that recently. Little Richard.
Yes,
he did Little Richard good too.
Yes, he did.
Very good, yeah.
And I like him in the one we just did, the movie that we just he did a good job in that too. I just like seeing Leon on the screen.
Leon is good at everything he do. I ain't see him do nothing bad. I mean,
I agree with that one. I agree with that one, Inga.
Yes, definitely a classic line. It's
I don't think he get the credit he should get.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, he did good.
That's why I did that thing shining the light on him, because I definitely agree with that.
Girl, for the longest, I be thinking that Leon on the down low, he played that damn part so good. I was like,
he played that shit so good. He did.
He did because you don't, when you see him, you see Davidruffin. You don't see. It's like what Tamika said earlier. You gotta really go, or I don't know which one of y'all said it. You gotta really go to the documentaries because they'll make you forget how the real people look.
Yeah,
so that's good when somebody play a part like that.
Talk about David, but Leon way better looking than Davidruffin.
Oh, definitely.
Leon fine. Davidruffin fine to me.
Look, that's why you forgot how the original person looked.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he definitely did a good job. All hats off to him for real. Definitely. Then that's the line that everybody could bust out and say is like, how everybody know they lines from Color Purple. It's just certain movies that this is definitely one of them.
It's a classic movie.
Yeah.
Because when Megan Thee Stallion said it in her song, I immediately stopped. She did.
Yeah, she sure did. Megan sure did.
She said it in one of her songs?
Yeah.
Nobody comes.
This thing done been in songs. This done been in parodies. Everything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that I know it's been in parodies.
People dress up like for Halloween too. Like these characters.
Yeah, definitely. So they wasn't too happy, especially Paul. He wasn't feeling when, they want to make a change and cross over and make the audience bigger and try to get to the Copacabana. What y'all thought about this? And they brung in
Shelly Berger.
Gosh.
Oh yeah, Shelly Berger.
Yeah,
Shelly. Yeah.
I think every group has to grow. I think it's just a part of the business. I think that if you don't grow, you're going to stay stagnant. And at some point, especially then, it feels like the consistent theme was trying to get to the Copacabana, trying to get to, that was the thing that let you know that you crossed over. And if they was making the type of money they was making before they crossed over, I can only imagine what they was making after they crossed over. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a natural progression.
And that was Barry Gordy's whole objective, is to have all his artists. Everybody crossed over into, other, worlds. And so, and
because
it
he
depends
was
on what you
basically saying he didn't just want them to be the biggest black group. He wanted them to be the biggest group, period.
Yeah. It depends on what you're looking for, because some groups say, no, I want to stay with my core black audience. So it just depends on what you was trying to do, but Barry had was looking at a bigger thing, and it worked out, because now look, all these years later, we still talking about Motown, still playing the music. Everybody knows. I don't care if you live on Mars, they up there night now singing a Motown song, So.
Exactly.
That's definitely true.
About it, and if you think about it, at the end of the day, there are only certain groups that can cross. Everybody doesn't have that it factor to cross over. There are certain groups that can do it, like Diana Ross, like like the Temptations. They were that male group that had the potential to cross over. There's some groups that that couldn't cross over. They were good groups, but they couldn't cross over into what, like you said, what Berry Gordy was trying to do. And I think that it was necessary. Like, otherwise, like you said, we don't talk about them right now if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, definitely.
I believe they crossed over before this, though. They crossed over before this, because with that color line and all that other stuff, they already had a white audience.
Yeah, but I think it just took them to another level, because they also took them overseas to UK.
Right, because they wanted them to be able to go to more places.
They wanted to be more international.
And another thing, back then, a lot of times when they did the album covers, it would be a white face on it, or they wouldn't even put the black people on there.
Yeah, absolutely.
To me, they already crossed over, but them performing in front of them, that was something on another level.
And I think that's where you hit the Copa, Ed, and that's why I say that's when they cross over, is because once you hit the Copacabana, that's when you that's when you know.
That's when you made it.
That's
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
so
Kelly
of course, Paul seemed like he was more so against it. I don't know if it was against it. I think he just didn't understand, and he didn't see what they needed to change. And at this point, his drinking is still getting worse and worse too.
Yeah.
So there was that part of it.
Yeah, so he was so down on this one.
Child.
Oh yeah, he had a real bad.
Not this problem. One. It's the one on the second one.
I was about to say, I'm sorry, Candy Love. Since you had to go out and come back in the last time, do you want to talk about this part with this Copacabana and freaking Leon sending in his fix-a-man?
And his what now?
Leon sent in his fix-a-man to say he's his manager.
I saw this part, but I don't remember.
You don't remember
per se, but I do remember Paul being, when he drunk in this part. Paul, not this one.
The part when so David, of course, is out of the group.
Go ahead, DJ.
Yeah, I go ahead and help you out. This is the part when David is out of the group, and he basically, remember, he said that, we should call the group David.
Right. And then what made me laugh too is that he said, I'm just joking.
And he pays, I can't think of his name right now. It'll come back to me soon. It'll just pop into my head. But anyway, he has him go in and pay the guy to shine the light on him. And he basically take over their performance. They can't do nothing because they at the big stage. They at what they've been working for. So they have to let it go, and he takes over. But I ain't gonna lie, I love the performance. That was a great performance. I was like,
yes, because it made it look like they did it on purpose. One thing is they kept their professionalism, but they was pissed, and the way they did it, they was saying, "Get ready."
It was perfect.
Like,
I remember now, but yeah, it was perfect when he did that. Yeah.
Oh, it was perfect timing. He came. He knew, he knew what he was doing. He
knew they weren't going to show out on him either. He knew they weren't going to cut up.
And you got to think about it. He had to have help to do that. You don't plan that perfectly without help. That's why I always feel like either probably Eddie, because Eddie didn't want him to go no way. But I feel like one of them, some kind of way, somebody helped him with that, because it was very, very down to the T. Too perfect. And I don't know if that happened in real life. Because I haven't read the book. But now I got to go read the book now, because I love books. But I don't know why I haven't read this book.
Yeah, it's It was perfect. He walked down the aisle and just had that light shined on him, and they were just standing there. Like,
it was
He
perfect.
said, "I'm David Ruffin, and these are the
Temptations." You see my caption? I'm David Ruffin. Listen, I love David. I love him. He is.
Me too.
I love him. I love David.
Yeah. That was the icing on the cake. Once he did that,
he was my favorite.
Once he did that, they was pissed.
He was so charismatic. It was
just
something about him, and I like to watch his documentaries of him talking. And I love him.
I like David's solo music he had.
I was just gonna say that too.
Like go back and look at him on Soul Train.
Some good solo.
He had some good music back in the day.
Yeah,
he just had a problem. Like a lot of those artists, like a lot of those, get them and they take over. Like Paul, we don't know what could have been with Paul. You know what I'm saying? But those vices take over you and ruin things. That ruined David. You know.
Those vices,
it's definitely true. I'll save my other two facts for when we get to part 2 because they don't have nothing to do with this part. But you know, this is when we have our meeting. You know, what we gonna do?
This was sad.
Yeah.
And the thing about New Edition had to have a meeting too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's like, what we gonna do?
Definitely. I mean, we had to come to a decision. It was hard, but it was like, I think
they did the right thing.
Paul was kind of holding out a little bit. Eddie was like, nah, we gotta do this. Otis was like, nah, we gotta do this. And then Blue was the defining vote. And Blue really didn't want to do it. But it was like, this is what we need to do.
Because David had to take over.
He was the voice of reason, and he made his own decision.
Yeah.
He didn't do it because Otis said.
Right.
He made his own decision.
Yeah.
And I like the way he mentioned the options and everything too in the beginning. Like this is not an easy decision and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. All right, y'all. We are coming up on the end now of part 1. Of course, we're gonna be back for our next movie night for part 2. And I'm gonna give y'all a couple more seconds in case anybody didn't take the poll, because I'm gonna get ready to check it to see what y'all answers was. But this is basically when David finds out. Child, let me tell you something. David was definitely a little touched. Puppy. When he went up to that window,
he looked so sad. He looked so sad.
His face, the way he went into like 3 different emotions. He went from angry to sad to that smirk. I said, oh yeah, he crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Leon played the hell out of this damn thing. I don't know how much
he needed to win an award just for that alone.
And
facial expressions.
Yeah, and if we're
y'all nothing without me.
If we're being 100% honest about it, David absolutely took this group to another level.
Absolutely.
And even though the group was able to sustain without him, I don't know if they have that initial big success without those first hits that David was a part of.
I agree. I agree.
Which would allow them longevity afterwards.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely, you're right. Yeah. Because when Dennis Edwards came in and he was fantastic, but but David is the one who started it all.
Exactly.
Being, because David he was just charismatic.
Yeah, I like Dennis Edwards too. I ain't even gonna lie. That was my man. That was my man.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I love Dennis Edwards. Yeah, I just don't know if like when he first comes into when he comes into the group is when they had their
they already had success by that time.
Yes,
but that's when
it really was that perfect fit. It was like it was meant to be, regardless of whatever else happened. It was meant to be.
Exactly.
That's right.
It had to happen. It was like it was truly meant to be. So I don't know.
Definitely.
But you're right though. He is crazy, all them damn emotions.
Yeah, Leon really could play a serial killer or something because he got that look on his face.
Yes.
He got all them damn emotions on his face.
For real.
Oh yeah. Could creep around the corner and stab
you.
Like the Lifetime movies or something.
But did y'all see him in the movie Swarm? with the Beyonce type movie on.
Oh, I ain't never
Prime.
finished that. I never did.
He was in like one.
Oh yeah, he was in that one.
Oh, I didn't finish it to the end. I only saw
cuckoo.
like half of it. I think
he was.
But he
in
wasn't that. He wasn't
But he
that
was-
crazy though. It was
but
like
he
a
was-
quick. He wasn't in there that long. I
No,
wanted
he
to see him
wasn't.
longer.
But he had that shotgun trying to shoot that child.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
So
yes.
he
Now
was-
I remember.
yeah.
I remember because I was about to
Yeah.
say, wait, he was in there. I remember it now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he was
So he
old
can-
girl.
Oh, his resume
Chloe's
is long.
daddy.
Leon got so much work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, he played. Yeah, he played the heck out of that too.
That little 10-minute piece. He
Mhm.
gave.
Even
Yeah.
like, what movie did we just do, y'all? What movie did we just do when he was the daddy? It was something. Was it the BMF thing? I can't remember. When was it? Was it her? Did we do the BMF thing? I don't remember. Somebody did the BMF thing. I
Yeah,
don't know.
he was. Yeah, he was the daddy. For the lady of BMF, the first lady of BMF on BET.
Oh, I
I
didn't
heard
watch
that
that
was
yet.
terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I'm
Me
gonna
and
check it
Tika
out.
did it.
Somebody's documentary.
Me and Tika
Oh
did
yeah, I
it.
know you and Tika did it.
Yeah, he was a daddy.
How'd
Yeah.
y'all like that? I heard it was terrible.
What?
Yeah, I heard a lot of
That
complaints
wasn't
about it.
terrible
So I
to
don't know.
me.
I didn't see it, so I don't know.
So
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having such a delay, but the poll says that
Oh, I ain't closed mine yet.
65%
About to
said
close it.
no, and 35% says yes.
They did the right thing. 'cause
Okay,
they had
I'm
to
closing
move,
mine
but he was
now.
just causing too many
Mhm.
problems.
I'm closing
They had
mine
to-
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Everybody
They had
voted,
to- they had to
so
get
I'm
rid
gonna
of him.
close mine.
They had to get rid of him. He was causing
Thank you
too many
guys
problems.
for voting.
So it was almost like the Bobby Brown thing. So you
Mhm.
sometimes you got to let somebody go so you can move forward.
Yes, he did age nicely, Kenzo. Yes, he did. Okay.
Oh, Leon, fine. Yeah, he's still.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yes,
I
guys,
wish
he
him
I
and
got
Cynthia Bailey was together.
Yeah, he keep
I
it
got
together.
39%. I'm sorry, 69% says no, and 30% said yes.
Yeah.
And the
Well, I
total
was one of those people that
voted.
said yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I said yes too. I
Yeah,
know
me
it was
too.
a bad. I know it was a hard decision, but they had to do it for the group.
They do
Yeah.
it for
I
the
like
group.
that they had the
Absolutely.
rule
No
that
one person is bigger
no
than the group.
man. Right, exactly.
Absolutely. I apologize, you guys, because I know that we got a late start, and then I couldn't really get into too many comments because my thing just kept freezing and being delayed and all kind of different stuff. I hope you all enjoyed this review and this time together talking about the Temptations. Okay. Definitely appreciate all of y'all for coming through. I appreciate everybody that sent us super stickers. I appreciate y'all that took the poll. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn again, Savannah Renee Hicks. We appreciate y'all for the super chats. Thank you, Savannah, for joining the membership again.
Savannah's the best.
Yeah, she
I
is.
can shout that out
Definitely.
if
She
you want.
supports everybody.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
So we will be
Yeah.
having, of course, a part 2 of our movie night. Now we do it every 2 weeks instead of every week. So the week after next, we will be back for part 2. And Moochie, what else you got going on? You want to tell the people about anything that's happening?
Well, stay tuned for my first thoughts on Force's latest episode that's about to air in a couple hours. And
I forgot
I
they was
got
coming
some
back.
other things coming, and please stay tuned. So it's not on me this week. I think EJ go Monday, right? So we'll be all on live Monday. I will let y'all do the rest of the talking. So that's all I got right now.
EJ, what's going on, girl?
Oh man, yeah, I gotta get back in and find the balance of what I need to be doing. But I think I'm gonna try to get Kingdom Business together because I want to talk about that. I haven't looked at it yet, but I loved the show when it was the first season, so I'm sure the second season not gonna disappoint. So I definitely want to talk about that, and then we got Rap Shit coming up at some point. So
when does that come
talk
on?
about that. What
The
day?
9th.
The 9th.
The 9th.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know it's soon because they
Yeah.
all close to each other. And then, of course, we'll be doing the live for Power and Child. I don't know if it's my turn or not, but if it is, I guess I need to get it together. Huh?
That's the next one, Torian. Okay, get out of my head, Torian. You always be saying the movies and stuff that I be thinking about or planning.
Oh, the
Exactly.
Jacksons.
The
Yes.
Jacksons.
Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's next
Oh yes.
up.
Oh
Yeah,
That's
please
next.
do that. Let's
is
see what this is.
after we got the second half of the Temptations. That's gonna
Mhm.
be me, and that's gonna be week after next, and then we have the Jacksons coming up after that.
Mhm.
What up, SJ? What up? And yeah, if you guys
Hey,
are into
SJ.
the family business is now airing on Netflix. So I'm thinking about
Mhm.
visiting it a little bit, like just like with some little things. It just depends on what
That's the
time
BET
allows.
show, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, BET Plus
Oh,
show.
that's on Netflix. Okay.
Yeah, it's on Netflix now. So I have a
Oh,
lot of
okay.
people coming to my. That might be why I hit 6,000 too, because I have people coming to my channel that's just now watching that show, and now they kind of into that. But that's my show, so
Mhm.
hopefully,
Okay.
I might do
How
something
many?
on that.
Well, I'm going to ask a question. How many seasons do they have so far?
This is the 5th season, so we're going into the
Mm-hmm.
season 6, and it's
Yeah.
still going because it's based off of books.
Okay,
So
wait a minute. So
Mhm.
on Netflix, it starts from season 1.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Well, maybe I'll try to start watching that because I only seen little clips. I never really watched it, but everybody keeps telling me it's good though.
yeah, it's really
Mhm.
Yeah.
good.
It is good.
I watched
Okay,
it
I'll check it out. I'll
now.
start from season 1. So
Yeah,
and start.
it's good. If y'all not watching Found, Kendall just put it in a thing, but yeah, Found is really
Yeah,
really
Found is
good.
good too.
Yeah, Found is good.
Okay,
I've
I
been
got to
watching
catch up.
that.
I'm behind like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I caught up on a lot of stuff these past 2 weeks, three
Me,
weeks, 3 weeks ago. I
You be
went and
staying up all night watching
I caught
TV.
a
I don't
lot
be
of
up
stuff,
all
but
night.
now I'm back busy, so it'll be a long time before I'll catch more. So I definitely got to give y'all the updates of some of the ones that I did get to watch.
it
That
can be
was one. It's
when you look
good.
at TV for just to look at TV because we do this comedy
Yes, it
thing.
felt good just to watch something to watch it and not be taking
Mm-hmm.
notes and.
Mhm.
yeah.
I can
Found is one
imagine.
of those ones you can get into, and if you haven't checked that one out, you gotta
I
Mhm.
check it
yeah,
out.
I'm gonna try to watch it. I'm
Yeah,
gonna try to. It's on the
definitely.
list.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
a good one.
Kenzie Love, she's new to the to the
Yeah.
YouTube
Oh,
world.
Yes,
She
yes,
new but
yes,
not
yes.
new. But she got her channel up. If you are not subscribed to her, make sure y'all subscribe to her because she gonna be having some things coming with coming, Candy Love.
I'm about like that lady. What's her name?
Hmm.
What's
Oh,
her
Johnny
name? The
May.
manager. I'm like Johnny
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 May.
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 Johnny May.
Oh,
Yeah.
Johnny May.
Yeah, Johnny May.
Listen, I'm struggling over here, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it together. I'm struggling. I
You
think I'm
got
gonna have
it.
to
You
do like
got it.
live to do my reviews or something because just doing the recorded reviews is kind of hard for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't even put that out there in the public like that. But anyway, I'm just transparent. I was told to stop being so transparent. But anyway, I don't know the things I want to watch, the things I like to watch. I don't mind talking about them. It's just I'm gonna have to find the time. I'm so busy, and this is the
Yeah.
easiest thing to do is to sit in front of the camera and talk versus
Mm-hmm.
I know Tamika and EJ and Moochie, but
Tamika, the
I
busiest woman in the world. So don't
listen
say that to her because Tamika be doing some stuff. I be like,
2 hours and she got her
dang,
review
some
up.
time.
And it'd be like 30 minutes. I'm like, bro, how you do that? But anyway.
I
But
got
she
a lot of
already
stuff
got her
going
review
on right
ready
now,
before
so
us,
I
and we ain't
can't
even watched
be
it
like
yet.
that.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do
Yeah.
what you can when you can. Listen, I've been getting busy. I've been getting busy, but I might have to switch it up and do it a little bit different than what I was doing it before. Okay, I'm gonna have to make some changes to the schedule. But
Do you want me to shout out the chat for you, Tamika? Because I know
if
you're having a hard time seeing the thing.
yeah, if you can. But as far as my channel, I did reviews on American Horror Stories. If anybody watched that, check it out. Child, that was last minute, a little Halloween spur of the moment thing. Then of course I did my regular with Sisters and the Oval. I'm supposed to do Love After Lockup. I'm probably not going to do a separate review for Power and just wait for when we do our review, live review on the episode on Monday. Make sure y'all join us for that. And it will probably be more than likely either, you know, some type of collaboration roundtable, whatever we doing, like for Rap-ish and what's the other one? And in Kingdom Business. I probably won't do separate reviews for those either. It'll probably just be the lives, because right now I got too much on my plate. I can admit that I've been doing too much, and I gotta be able to have a little break in between. So it's like whatever we doing lives on is probably just gonna be the lives on whatever I'm doing reviews on. I'll do the reviews on, because then I got other little separate segments that I do, like the self-care Saturday, what you should be watching. That's gonna be this Saturday too. And trivia is gonna be next Saturday, and then I got 2 new segments that I hopefully want to bring in by the end of the year. And I can't do all of that stuff, y'all. Okay, I want to, but I can't. So that's what I'm gonna do. Hopefully, y'all will still enjoy it and, you know, come through. And of course, you know, your girl's still trying to make it to 1,000. So hit that subscribe button.
You're gonna get there before the end of the year. You're gonna get that 1,000. Yeah.
Yes.
You got this. You got it. You got it. You got it.
It looked like you were 18 away. You had 2.
I don't even know. I don't even be looking at it. I'm just like,
come on, people.
Oh,
another thing, guys. Another thing,
I'm
guys.
to get out in these streets and get the people, because I don't know what's
exactly.
I'm at
we need 18 people. Come on, 18 people.
Come on now.
18
I need Tuesday's my birthday, y'all. So I'm gonna try to do something sometime. Like I want to do like a little thing, because I usually do that.
Live.
Yeah.
Okay. What you gonna be? 25? You gonna be 25?
You better add 3 to it. Sure, I ain't no shame in my game, because I look good.
I know that's right. So y'all make sure y'all be ready, because we're gonna be celebrating Moochie. Okay.
I got something for Moochie.
Look, we gonna have like a little trivia or something. Trivia. I usually do trivia music night. Tamika know my birthday. I do something like that. We just gonna have fun and just, you know. That's what I want to do.
My shots going for your birthday.
I know that's right.
We gotta do it.
I'm gonna have my puff. I'll be ready. You know?
Thank you, Derry, for coming through. Kendall, of course, always. The SJ show. Renee Hicks, Lenora Wilson. I can't see everybody. Torek Sterling and Sonya's mom. Hope I'm saying that right.
Yeah.
Of course, Torian was in the building.
Tati Money, thank you for coming through. Savannah, DeMarcus.
We definitely appreciate all of you. If you on the replay, replay gang, let us know you came by. Put some flames up in the sky. Tell us what your favorite Temptation, song is. Who your favorite Temptation is, if you have one. What's your favorite part of the movie? All that good stuff. Definitely let us know that you came through. We're going to get ready to get on up out of here, y'all. We will see y'all for part 2, but, we'll see you before then, but,
I'll see y'all in the streets.
Okay. I'll see you in the streets. Oh, God, I can't. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
That's right.